Hey guys, what's up? It's been a long time since I've done a video, but today is gonna be something a little bit different. Lately, I got into the whole Zippo collection and whatnot, and I just play around with them a lot. They're lots of fun, um, and they're a really cool lighter. Today, I wanted to do a video on when to actually trim the wick. I have searched for this a lot, but I have not really found any answers, at least not on YouTube. I found a couple posts on Google, and I tend to agree with those posts. So today, I'm going to show you and tell you when to trim the wick and how to trim the wick. So it's pretty simple. Um, this is my Zippo here. There we go. That's my Zippo there. And I am going to be just cutting the wick and trimming it, I guess, because lately it has not been firing correctly. So when to change the wick is when you know you have, fluid in the lighter. Your flint is working fine. It sparks every time you spin the wheel. But your lighter usually does not light up in the first, second, or third, or fourth try. Especially outside, it wouldn't light up on even like the 10th, 15th time, to be honest. And if you smell it, you can tell that there's fluid in there, clearly. What happens is that the lighter, the wick in there, it actually gets quite black, as you can see, right? So when it gets black like that, there we go. When it gets black like that, it doesn't really light up properly every time. So even if I were to light it right now, like, see, it sparks a lot, but it's still not lighting. Come on, now it finally lights. You saw how many times it took to light it? Like, now I will light because, well, again, and now it finally lights. So that means when your wick gets black like that, that means that you need to trim the wick. It's time to trim it. Come on. Nope, it's not gonna. Okay, so you get the idea. There we go. See how black it is. So there's only two things you need, which is right here. One, you need a plier. Needle nose would be better, since needle nose will be able to go inside the chimney and whatnot. And the other one is the clippers. You can use this, you can use scissors. I prefer this because there's a wire in the wick, and that usually messes up the wire. The wire usually messes up the scissors. So what you usually do is you put the plier in there, you pull the wick out like so, and you keep pulling until you see the clean wick right there. Okay, so you see that there, the little clean wick is like starting right there. So yeah, so right there is all I want, and what I'm going to do is trim it right up to where the wick is black, and that should pretty much solve my problem. And usually a good rule of thumb is to cut it like right at the chimney, but I think that when you cut it right at the chimney, like at the top of the chimney, I think it gets too the flame is too big. So what I usually do is just like dig the plier a little bit inside the chimney, like so. If it ever um, zooms in there, there we go. So dig in there like so, and I just trim it and recut it just like that, and you take off all of this. So I took off all that wick because it does not light properly. Come on. Anyway, so yeah, you get the idea. So I took off a lot, and then you see it's all clean and white wick in there. And now when I light it, see, it lights in the first try. So this will also solve your problem if your Zippo is not firing up the first or second time around. Like, this should also resolve that issue as well, because, and now you can tell how you see the little ember in there, that the fluid is actually, almost finished. So since the fluid's finished, I'll also show you how to refuel it at this point. Or actually, you know what, the video's running kind of long. I'll just make another video right now, and I'll show you how to refuel the Zippo. So yeah, now it's out of fuel as well. Huh, yeah, now I don't smell it much. Yeah, it's out of gas. But anyways, that's when you know to trim the wick and how much you need to trim it. I pretty much took off about this much. There we go. So I just took off about that much in there. So, and that should pretty much do it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you I'm going to be making a few more videos on the Zippos, and since I just got back into the collection, I have a small collection. I'll probably show you guys one day. I'm waiting on a few lighters to get here, and yeah, see, it's lighting right now, but barely because it's out of gas, so I gotta refuel it. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. If you guys have any questions, comments, please write them below, and I will answer them as soon as I can. Thanks.